Hey guys, really quick before this video begins, I just want to give you guys a reminder that if you guys are subscribed to me, or this goes for any YouTuber for that matter, if you would like to keep up to date as to when your favorite YouTubers upload, because YouTube has, for whatever reason, had a ton of issues lately, make sure you're subscribed to whoever you want to obviously watch their videos, and then click this little bell button and it'll say notifications from and whoever the YouTuber is, and then you'll click on this little checkbox. It'll say send me all notifications for this channel. Click that and then click save, and that is it. And you will now receive an email every time your favorite YouTubers upload a video. So I would really appreciate it if you did that for my channel, and go ahead and do it for all your other favorite YouTubers and stuff. It would really mean a lot to us. Alright, what's up clowns? So today we're having another post-commentated Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle, this time against my boy Haydunn. So Haydunn's using a really scary looking team. Looking at his team, he's got the Cradily, Quagsire, Entei, Vikavolt, Alakazam, and the Conkeldurr. Every time I come across a Conkeldurr, I swear I get PTSD. But looking at my team, I've got the Tapu Bulu, we've got Ash Greninja, Heatran, Hitmontop, and Alakazam of my own, but mine is a Mega, and the Nidoking. So this was a really fun battle, guys. I hope you will enjoy it. Alright, so the battle begins. Haydunn's gonna lead off with his Cradily as I lead off with my Tapu Bulu. So it's interesting, the first like 4 turns of this battle are nothing but us switching out. So my Grassy Surge is obviously gonna go up here, so I'm gonna switch out because I don't want my Tapu Bulu getting toxic. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring in my Nidoking here, as I believe Haydunn goes straight for it. No, he switches as well, so yeah, literally the first like 4 turns, I literally just said that. Why did I say you went for toxic? Anyway, so he's gonna bring out his Entei here, and I did not want my Nidoking taking like a choice banded extreme speed or whatever, so he's actually going to pull a double here, and he goes into his Conkeldurr. So it's just like switches for days here. So I switch out, and I bring in Heatran, so obviously this is a terrible switch for me. So Haydunn's got it made here, so he knows I'm going to switch, so he's obviously going to go for the knockoff, predicting the switch. And I knew that, so the only mon on my team that I could really, I guess, survive with getting knocked off is probably Hitmontop here, so he does go for the knockoff. It's going to knock off my leftovers, which is honestly fine. Hitmontop's only here, really, for the rapid spin, so I still get some recovery from the Grassy Surge. And I believe here he swaps, and I just go for the close combat as he brings in his Quagsire. So Quagsire, being the bulky piece of shit that it is not going to take much from the close combat, though it does a little bit more than I thought. I'm going to get a little extra recovery here, so I'm going to swap out because I don't want my Hitmontop getting like so worn down this early in the game. It would be nice to keep around, especially for that Entei getting Intimidates off and stuff. So he's going to get some lefties, and the Grassy Surge recovery as well. Unfortunately, Grassy Surge heals your opponent too, but it's whatever. So I'm going to bring in Serial Killer here, and he goes for the Toxic, so I predicted that. Alakazam does have the Magic Guard ability, so I'm not going to take any Toxic damage. So I actually decided to not Mega Evolve here because of the Magic Guard. So I actually just stay as regular Alakazam. So my Grassy Terrain's gonna go away here. I go for the Psychic. I was actually thinking he might switch, but Psychic hits all of his team really hard. And it does a dick load to his Quagsire here. So he's gonna go for the Earthquake. I guess he didn't want any of his other teammates taking a Psychic. But Earthquake does a sizable amount of damage back at me, so that's really unfortunate. Alakazam getting worn down this way really sucks for my team, so he's going to swap, and I just go for the Psychic again as he brings out his, what I'm assuming is a specially defensive Cradily. I don't know. He might be just physically defensive, I'm not sure, because I know Haydunn has, he has 2 different Cradilies, so I don't know, I'll probably damage calc that later, but anyway, I go for the Focus Blast here. It does a shit ton of damage, but unfortunately does not kill him, as he is now able to go for the Stealth Rocks, which is fine. I actually kind of thought he would do that, so I was going to try to Encore him into Stealth Rock. That way I could set up, but obviously Haydunn's actually a good battler, so he does not fall for that. He actually swaps. So basically my encore was for naught as he brings in his Entei here, which honestly I should have known because Haydunn's a good battler. So I should have gone for the Psychic for sure, but whatever, I didn't. So I'm going to swap out here because I don't want to take an Extreme Speed. That's going to kill my Alakazam for sure. That would honestly be overkill. So I'm going to bring out Hitmontop again, try to get the Intimidate, and try to lower his attack a little bit because I'm not sure if he's Choice Banded, but a lot of Entei are. So he goes for the Stone Edge here. It doesn't do that much to Carlton. Carlton just dancing his way through this battle. So he's going to swap out again, and he brings out Slow Jet, which is going to be the Vikavolt, as I just go for the Rapid Spin here just to get rid of his rocks. And I'm going to swap out here. I ran the damage calcs, and honestly, Vikavolt doesn't do that much to my Heatran, so I'm going to bring out Heatran here. Bootymuncher's out here. He's my special defense wall, max HP, max special defense, as I guess he saw that coming, and he brings out the Quagsire again. So that's unfortunate for me. It means I'm going to have to switch out because I definitely do not want to take a Scald or Earthquake. I mean, I could live a Scald, but Earthquake I'm not so sure about because it is 4 times super effective. Well, I mean, I could probably live it because Quagsire doesn't have the greatest attack in the world, but it's just safer to bring out Bulu here and risk the Toxic, which honestly, if I get Toxic on Bulu, it's not the end of the world, but it still kind of sucks. But he's going to go for the Recover as I swap out. Good play by Haydunn. But he's obviously going to have to switch here because he does not want to take anything that Tapu Bulu can do. So I predicted the switch here, and I went for the Leech Seed. So let's pray that I don't miss here. So he swaps out, and he brings out Conkeldurr. And this kind of tells me that he does in fact have the Poison Jab. But that's fine because I can actually live a Poison Jab because I'm max HP, max defense on Tapu Bulu. Bulu has excellent defense. So I get the Leech Seed off. I actually don't miss, thank God. And I go for the Horn Leech because I actually calced it. Horn Leech does at minimum like around 50%, so it's a definite 2-hit KO. As he goes for the Poison Jab, do I live it? I do, barely on 13 HP. But this is fine, honestly. Tapu Bulu is excellent because I have literally like 3 forms of passive recovery. So I've got the Grassy Surge, I've got Leftovers, and I've got the Leech Seed on Conkeldurr. So this is excellent because I'm getting a shit ton of my HP back that I just lost. So I actually stay in here because, like I said, I calced it, and another Horn Leech is definitely going to kill the Conkeldurr. But Haydunn's not having that. He's actually going to swap. He brings out Vikavolt again on the Horn Leech, but Horn Leech actually still does a decent amount considering the resistance and everything. So I'm still gonna get some decent HP back from everything. So these turns take so long. I'm sorry, guys. It's because of all like the passive effects and everything that have to go off. But yeah, so I'm getting Grassy Surge, Leftovers, Leech Seed, or I'm not getting Leech Seed actually because he swapped. But yeah, so the turns take forever. But I'm gonna bring back out Bootymuncher here because I can take anything as Haydunn predicts that. Oh no, he doesn't. I thought he went for Volt Switch. He does that a little bit later. But he goes for the Bug Buzz. Obviously Heatran like quad resists that, I think. So it does like nothing. So I'm gonna get some lefties and some Grassy Surge recovery. So Heatran is still looking fantastic. So obviously he's gonna switch here. So I was kind of torn between going for the Lava Plume or the Flash Cannon. For whatever reason, I was thinking Entei got Flash Fire, but it's actually not released. So I went for the Flash Cannon. What did I say before? Did I say... I think I said Flash Cannon before anyway, but yeah, I went for that because I was thinking that Entei might have Flash Fire, but then I looked it up after the battle and it's not released, so I had nothing to worry about. But Flash Cannon does a decent chunk to the Quagsire here, which is great. Obviously, Quagsire is more defensively invested rather than special defensively, so I'm going to swap out there. And I'm going to bring out Greninja here as he swaps again. God, there's so much switching in this battle. So he's going to bring out Conkeldurr as I believe I go for the Water Shuriken here. Or no, I think I just switch, yeah. Yeah, what was I thinking? I would never stay in on a Conkeldurr. So I'm going to go out into Carlton here, try to get the Intimidate. And I believe he just goes for the Drain Punch, yeah. So Drain Punch, I think he actually... No, it's in my Nidoking he crits a little bit later in the game. Spoiler alert. But Drain Punch does a dickload of damage to Carlton, even though the Intimidate and max defense and HP and whatever, it still does a decent amount. He's going to swap back out into Vikavolt, but honestly, I'm just trying to wear this Vikavolt down. So I'm going to go for the close combat here. It does a decent amount, like barring the resistance. So my defense and special defense are obviously going to fall here. And so here, I'm going to swap out because I don't want Carlton to go down just yet because the Intimidate's a nice utility to have. Here is the turn where he goes for the Volt Switch, and it actually does a decent amount of damage to me. I was actually pretty surprised, but Vikavolt just has just a monstrous special attack stat. But he brings out the Conkeldurr. I'm obviously going to have to switch here because I don't want to deal with any Drain Punch shenanigans or whatever. Hell, even a Mach Punch from this thing would do a lot, but yeah, I'm going to bring out Carlton again, and he's just going to Drain Punch me on the switch, and it's still going to do a decent amount even with the Intimidate. Conkeldurr, man, is such a damn monster. I hate this thing so much. If you ever battle me and you want to piss me off, bring a Conkeldurr and bring a Clefable. Those are the two mons that trigger me the most. But he's going to swap here, and he goes back out into Vikavolt. So I'm going to go for the Toxic this time, but I miss, unfortunately, which kind of sucks, but it's not that big of a deal. So I'm going to go for the close combat here. And he's getting to the point where I know that he's going to kill himself with his own Life Orb, so I'm actually going to let Carlton go here as he Bug Buzzes me, and I believe that kills me. Yeah, so it's going to be a double down here, unfortunately. Carlton would be nice to have just for the Intimidate, but it's whatever, honestly. As long as I keep him from getting his rocks up. Obviously, his rocks have been gone for a couple turns now, so I just got to keep the rocks off my team, and we should be good. So he's going to bring out the Cradily here as I bring in Alakazam. I go for the Psychic instead of the Focus Blast or whatever because I did not want to miss a Focus Blast. And I think I actually got like a max roll or whatever because the Psychic actually kills the Cradily, which is fantastic. He goes out into the Entei here, and I kind of made a questionable play here, but it actually worked out for me. So I was banking on the fact that he would overpredict and not go for the Extreme Speed, predicting me to switch out. So I actually stay in here, and I go for the Psychic as I Mega Evolve. I wanted to ensure that I get maximum damage off, and it actually works out. He does not go for the Extreme Speed. I get my Psychic off, and it does a dickload of damage to this Entei. So he's going to go for the Stone Edge here. It would have been excellent had he missed there, but obviously he's not going to miss. So I'm going to go for the Greninja now, and I'm just going to Water Shuriken here, as it will kill the Entei, but he's obviously going to switch out because he doesn't want to lose his Entei. At this point, Entei is one of his win cons, I think, but he's going to bring out Conkeldurr here, which is going to absolutely eat up this Water Shuriken like it's nothing. So we're going to get, I think, 3 hits off. That's 2. And 3. I think I actually score a crit, yeah, on the last one, but it still does like no damage even with my Life Orb. So I'm going to obviously have to switch out here because Greninja is probably the only mon on my team that can kind of handle the Entei. So I'm going to bring out Nidoking now as he Drain Punches me. This is where he crits me, which kind of sucks because he's gonna get a lot more HP back. But I guess in the long run in this battle, that crit didn't really matter too much. But so he's gonna swap out here. I'm gonna go for the Sludge Wave as he brings out Quagmire. It is resisted on the Quagsire, but it still does a decent amount because, like I said before, he's more physically defensive rather than specially defensive. So I'm actually gonna be able to just stay in here, outspeed, and go for the Earth Power, and that should kill him. I mean, I probably could have gone for a Sludge Wave again and killed him with that, but Earth Power is just safer, especially if he swapped. So that's going to get rid of both of his walls are gone now. His Cradily died a couple turns ago, and now his Quagsire is gone, so both his walls are gone, which is excellent for me. He's going to bring out his Alakazam. I was terrified of this thing. I was not sure if he was going to be a Mega or not. Thankfully, it seems he wasn't a Mega. So he goes for the Psychic as I bring in Heatran here. I don't know. I think he was probably better off going for the Focus Blast there. I don't know what he was predicting. But yeah, Psychic does nothing to Heatran. I'm actually going to go for the... sorry, he goes for Focus Blast. He misses. I go for the Lava Plume. Thankfully, he missed. So I'm going to knock him to around half. And guys, guess what? Haydunn gets so unlucky here. I feel so bad. I even told him in the chat when we were battling. I was like, oh. So he misses a second Focus Blast, guys. And honestly, that is probably the play that won me the game. Him missing. So it sucks to win the battle due to hacks. I never like to do that. I like to win with skill, but I mean, it's the game we play. So Alakazam goes down. He brings out Conkeldurr. I'm obviously going to have to swap out here because I don't want to lose Bootymuncher just yet. So I'm going to bring out Kaiser again. And he's going to Drain Punch me, I believe. Yeah. So I'm going to barely live that on 30 HP. And I'm just going to go straight for the, I believe, Sludge Wave. I think. As he goes for the Mach Punch, I actually live that as well because of the resistance. So I live on fucking 4 HP, and I go for the Sludge Wave. It does a shit ton to the Conkeldurr. Unfortunately, does not kill him, but he's going to knock me out with another Mach Punch. I believe I have 3 Mons left, and I think Haydunn has 2 Mons left, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm just going to bring out my Greninja here, and 1 Water Shuriken will definitely kill him. So I go for the Water Shuriken. That's 1 hit, and it looks like 1 more hit will do the trick. Yep. And so obviously, because I killed him and I have Battle Bond, my Battle Bond is going to activate. That's going to give me Ash Greninja. And Haydunn's last mon is the Entei. And as you guys can imagine, all I'm going to do is go for the freaking Water Shuriken again. So he's going to bring in Entei. I'm going to take some damage from my Life Orb. Brings in Entei. I guess he wasn't choice banded because he goes for the extreme speed here, but he doesn't kill me, and Greninja is like paper thin frail. But the extreme speed doesn't kill me. I'm able to kill him off with a Water Shuriken. Good game, Haydunn. I'm so sorry that you missed those 2 Focus Blasts. I really honestly think that is probably the play that won me the game. Had you not missed those Focus Blasts, the game probably would have been a lot closer. You might even have won this game, but like I said before, we'll definitely battle again. I've already asked him for a rematch. He said yeah, so a rematch is coming eventually. I don't know when, but it'll happen. But yeah, I'm really sorry for all the hacks this game. Hopefully our next game will not be as bad, but anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the battle nonetheless. I enjoyed the battle. I had a lot of fun. It's always fun battling Haydunn and Garrett, so, and asserting my dominance over them, so. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. I love you. Peace out. Have a great day or night, and I'll see you in the next one. Toodles.